guys, what's going on? F5 up on here, and welcome back to V Rising. Since we last left off, if I do recall correctly, we had managed to establish ourselves a large-scale farm, and we've made prep work for us to expand said farm as much as we need to. So we've got basically an escalating farm that will continue to output crops, and we will never, at least I hope we don't, ever run out of that we can use for alchemy reagents and many other things. Mind you, that's going to be one dedicated farm for whatever else we need it for. But yeah. We basically focused our entire efforts on that, and essentially established ourselves for the future. For this stream, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be focusing on a minion, we're going to be focusing on a minion program, and we're going to be focusing on getting all of that set up, prepared for the future, because we are going to need to get a ton of materials for the future in order to prepare for whatever we need them for. But I digress. Without further ado, let's get into things and see what happens. So we're just going to continue here. Here we go. Alright, so what do I mean by the minion program? The minion program is essentially... Oh, one second. There we go. The minion program essentially allows us to get a whole bunch of resources, but in order to do so, we need to prepare minions from various zones in order for us to actually utilize them to their fullest extent. So in some areas, we've got minions that we can use, but we haven't got them prepped, essentially. So what we need to do is we need to prepare some cages for each and every single one, and we need to set them up in their respective zones, put simply. We have areas that are prepared and ready to go for this occasion, but we effectively need to make use of these coffins in bulk. That does mean that we're going to have to prepare a few things here and there, but ultimately, not that huge an issue. I'm not sure if I've actually done this yet. I do need to... Yeah, we're going to take this, so that way we can convert it here. There we go. We're just going to turn this into a high-tier axe with the sanguine axes here. There we go. We'll turn this into a higher tier axe with the sanguine axes. This is going to bring it up to 27. There we go. We do have the slashers that are going to be made. We also need to deal with the daggers, which is going to require the sanguine version. But we won't be able to get that, but we can certainly get the dark silver mace and get that set up once it's processed. But hey, the axes will now bring us up to level 80 in processing power, so that's nice. We do appear to be lacking the chest guard, so we will have to get that at some point. It is nighttime, so now would be a good time as any to handle it, I suppose. Okay, it's not a lot, but we can certainly go with that much coin. It's around 500 or so. So it's slightly more than the 400 carry capacity that we originally have. But that's fine. I guess in the meantime, what we'll do is we will ride our horse over to the location in question. And we're going to see if we can't secure ourselves We're just going to see if we can't secure ourselves some resources. Or more specifically, we're going to see if we can quickly obtain some... We need to obtain the chess piece, essentially. This will just make things a lot more convenient for us. Okay, I need to jump that. Okay, we're gonna go this way. It's just more convenient that way. We'll go from there. Here we go. Just had to be careful of the gunners. Yep. Okay, that was close. Okay. There we go. There we go. We are just going to Weeman form it up. Here we go. They take a little bit of damage from the silver, but thankfully the city bookbender is right here, so...
Just the thing for you.
It does appear that the leggings are not what we need, so we're just gonna take a... The less pieces of armor we have to worry about, the better, so we're just gonna take the armor there. Can't afford the Amulet of the Wicked Prophet, but that's fine. We'll just grab what we can. Okay, we'll just take all this. Nice. And all we do is just get out of here at this point. No need to sugarcoat what we're doing here, so there we go. Grab everything here. Okay, there we go. Hopefully my horse is fine. Yep, looks to be the case. Good. But yeah, we should be good for now. We're just gonna return back to base. Shouldn't be too impossible to do. And hey, once we start consuming more more of those potions that allow our yeah, once we start consuming more of those potions that allow us to increase our mountain speed, that's going to make life 100 times easier. Not a fan of those gunmen, though, if it wasn't already obvious. They're just surprisingly accurate for what they are. Or I'm just very poor at dodging, one of the two. I'm going to assume that I'm just poor at dodging. That's why I'm having so much trouble with it. Let's see. It appears our crops are doing well, so that's good. Alright, let's gather what we can here. Alright. Seeds, we've got a few. Alright, there we go. That's a few seeds done. And then we got fire blossoms. those up. Anything else seed-wise? Doesn't look like it. But it still never hurts to check just to be certain. What we can do, though, is do some garden maintenance. We're going to need some... yeah, we just need some grassy plant fiber. We'll move this over here because we don't need it to be that close. Okay, that should be enough for a few more. It's enough for 3. I won't say it's perfect, but it gets the job done. Okay. Okay, that should be plenty. Or at the very least, it should be 4 that we can use. Okay, so we need 3 more. Okay, so we're almost done with the gardening here. I just wanted to get these little bits done, considering we have the build capacity to make that happen. No harm in trying to get it done. There we go. 3 should be enough for what we're trying to do. Now all we do is go down to here. And there we go. That is now an enclosed area, which is good. And of course, we just got to handle the uppermost layer now, which is going to be the second floor, which will be a worry for later, really, considering we've got everything that we needed from there. Any seeds? Nope. That's perfectly fine. Alright, all we do, go back to the castle, and we should be fine. That's the supply setup. We didn't manage to get the certain resource or recipes that we needed, but whatever. We got everything that we wanted, so that's good enough for me. Okay, Aetherium. Just gonna lock those 2 recipes. We need more armor types to minimize the schematics we're gonna need to secure the Maleficer gear. But that's fine. Alright, how is our scroll output looking? We got 100, 200, perfect. That should be enough to cover the rest of what we need to discover. Bada bing, bada boom. Okay, let's see, just to be sure. Yep. We no longer need the study. Now all we gotta do is just flip this over so. Or like so, rather. Then we just move this into the center. And that should be good. Alright. So now, all that's left is to... we'll take the scrolls temporarily here. There we go. Lift them up. There we go. Alright, so that's going to just produce scrolls. There we go. And if I recall correctly, all we now need to do is take these scrolls, split them up, take half to here, and we need half on the other end, and then we just need a whole bunch of text wrap. thankfully, I know where we can get a whole bunch of tech scraps, so that isn't an issue. But, I did say that we were going to do minion stuff as well today, so that is something that I'll need to do. Next to the schematics, of course. Because schematics are always important. Okay, put those away, put all these away. Knowledge, tailoring, alchemy. I'm going to take all this paper except for the schematics. We will split these up, so that way we can provide for the uppermost floor here. And then we should be good. Okay. Alright, so 93, 93, it doesn't matter which goes where. Here we go. And now all that's left is to go to the location in question, and we should be good. Before we do go, give you 3. We are going to want a blood type, so I guess we will get a Blood Merlot of the werewolf here. Creature blood is a stable choice. Or a staple, if you will. Give you 2 rats to pop you off. Give you a rat there. There we go. That'll be enough. Okay. But this creature blood will be nice. Now, if I recall correctly... Yeah, we just go over to this area here. There we go. And we got 3 individuals here. Okay. We'll have to worry about imprisonment and all that later, but for now, we're fine. Take all. Take all. We're just going to take everything that we can here. Okay, they've done a lovely job at getting us materials. Whole bunch of study stuff which we don't need. We've got some schematics here, a whole bunch of ghost crystals. Overall, a bunch of good stuff that we can use. We don't really need to worry too much about the fog, considering our base is it's just settled like this. Alright. The workers, though, on the other hand, we can send them out to do their thing. We don't need to worry too much about what they do here, so let's just get them sent out and ready to go. Alright, begin the hunt. Begin the hunt. Can't go there, but we can certainly send some workers. Worker A. Worker D. Pools of Rebirth. Probably send Strength B and, or rather, Strength C there. And then we'll send Sacred B and Sacred A there. There we go. Because Mutant Priest is always necessary. Alright, so that's the minions organized and sent out. Of course, we're going to be needing to process a whole bunch of this stuff here. But all in due time. We're going to be doing a lot of worker stuff today, I think, so no worries there. Alright. So So we're just going to split these up into their respective silkworm categories. There we go. We need to get cloth in order to make more. So we need to get a whole bunch of thick leather in order to process more. Okay. Alright, we'll leave those to their own devices. We are going to need to handle the thick leather issue. So that'll be next on our agenda, most likely, in order to process more silks, which will allow us to process more materials in general, which will allow us to keep the ball rolling. For the advanced grinders, just do that. This. Yeah, we got a lot of bricks staying. Insane. Okay, sun's rising, that's fine. Put all those away, put these away. Consumable, we'll take that. Okay. Knowledge, we will take out the paper and the scrolls and these. Schematics can stay in there. We've got 82 bolts of silk. We've got a growing amount of pristine leather now. But it doesn't change the fact that we need to get the cloth out, and we'll need to use that. We are going to need to grab the oil here and use that. We can get the sludge-filled canisters made into something. Take the scourge stone, we'll split that up, and we'll use that in here. We'll just do that. 26, there we go. Wait, actually, hold on. There we go. That'll get the spectral dust running and going. We will send our materials in here so they can be devoured. We've got 50 oil. If I go into tailoring here, I can take the thick leather. I can take the thick hide as well. We'll split up the thick hide for the future here. We'll take these scrolls here. Quickly split these up into twos. Okay, that's 113. This is 112. There we go. We'll let those process. In the meantime, we will go into the tannery here. Toss these in. It's not going to be ideal, but it will be enough to start us off. Advanced loom, send those materials in. And we can throw in the leftover thick leather that we can process here. There we go. That should be enough to get 4 more, or 8 more bolts of silk cloth. Give or take a few here and there. From here, we just quickly pop them in. There we go. And now we just need tech scrap, which isn't as bad an issue to get done as possible. We should be able to upgrade the Wrathful Shield Crusher by using the mace that's in here, which is a perfectly good idea. We will send our mace through. There we go. Nice. Right, so now our mace is set up. And what we need is Sanguine Slashers. Oh, rather we need the Sanguine Mace, so we're in prep for that. We'll make the Dark Silver Mace. That way we can eventually get the Sanguine Mace, which is the next thing on our list. From there, though, we will now go over to Tech Island here, and we're going to start here. We're going to go over down to this Tricendian Cap, and then we're going to circle around here to get the various Tricendian camps, because they will give not only tech scrap, but mutant grease. Mainly tech scrap, though. That is why I'm going through the effort to get this.
I will assert my will.
So we're going to make our way down here and get ready for the worst. And of course I could go and deal with the Rift Incursion, but again, we are far past that point, so it would be more ideal if I were to, I don't know, go for the better one. What do I mean by better one? I'm referring to the higher tier fragments that you get from doing it. Besides, we get schematics here, which are arguably more useful here. Okay, none of them have been exploding thus far, so that's interesting. If I recall correctly, they have a knack for exploding. Okay, maybe they don't explode. Well, no, I'm certain they explode. I guess... Oh, maybe that's it. Last time I played, I believe they exploded when you applied electricity to them. At the time, I was playing a electricity-focused character. So that could be the reason why they were blowing up. Electricity is like a trigger for them to blow up by accident. Nice try. That hurt. God, that was the worst. Well, at least I got plenty of healing, so it's not like it's a huge ordeal. Down a potion just to be safe. Oh, no. Okay, so it does blow up. Alright, nice. Alright, that wasn't too bad. Yeah, let's see. Tech scrap, 500, not bad. So we're getting some significant gains because of this, so that's good. We are going to need to charge these at some point, but we'll worry about that later. Okay, nice. A Fire Blossom Seed. There we go. Oh, I am running low on blood. I'm going to down this Blood Merlot, Creature Blood. This is going to give us a whole bunch of fly. Prep us against whatever comes our way. Might as well grab the plant fiber while I'm here. The resources are never bad. And we've got a nice juicy amount. Here we go.
I will assert my will.
Okay, we're gonna go to this Tricendian camp then. Alright. There we go. Okay, that was a bit of a pain, but we managed to do it in the end, so it's not a bad thing. Grab what we can here. Alright. Well, aside from that hiccup there, we're fine. Here we are. Okay, from here though, we go across over to this Tricendium camp.
I will assert my will.
And yeah, we just go around and we should be able to get to that area relatively easily. And let's see, our supply of, yep, we've got around 1,000 already, so that's good. I guess we go across this way. This is where one of the bosses resides, and I have bad memories of that, if I recall correctly. Ooh, that guy was difficult. I will never forget the danger I was put in. There we go. That is done. Man, the sweep, though, ruins a lot of trees, though. I dare say. Ah, well. Not my problem. Tech scrap becomes more... Oh, wait, for that? Yep. Yeah, tech scrap goes crazy. Gather what we can here. Got Moonwood and all that. Moonwood probably would be nice to gather some supplies for, but whatever. We're not in a rush to get it done.
such my
everything.
will.
Yep. Alright, next target is over here, then we go south, and then we should be good with our run. At least our first run, I would say, because I know for a fact that we're going to be doing this run quite a few times in order to get what we need. Of course, the batteries are always going to be a problem, but I mean, what can you do, huh? Gather everything here. Let him run, I suppose. Okay, I was fully ready to run there, but I guess we don't need to. We could go to the Transcendium power plant, but we're just going to focus on going to the mines here, or rather this one here. This is probably better for us. Alright. Alright, now for the tech scrap. Okay, not bad at all. Yeah, this is a lot of plant fiber. I guess in a way, this area is the perfect place to collect plant fiber and wood, because you don't even have to harvest it yourself. In fact, everything you can, everything here just gets ruined by lightning, to a point where you can just grab everything you want here. It's interesting, to say the least. But alas, we came here for what we came here for, and that is the materials that we needed. That's tier 1 steel. I guess we can check to see how far along it is. But we're not in any deep interest with that. Okay, but we managed to get plenty of tech scrap. Let's transform into wolf form here. We will split up the mutant grease here that we managed to collect. Not a lot, mind you, but it's still something. Every little bit matters when it comes to this sort of thing. Take the leather. We'll split these bits here. A bit for the advanced loom here. A bit for stuff here. Pop those. And then we just take the tech scrap here, split it up, and toss it in for the schematics to be set up. There we go. Bada bing, bada boom. And yeah, those scrolls will be converted into tech scrap. For every 12 scrolls and 30 tech scrap, we get 12 schematics. And that alone is going to process a lot of resources for us, so that's good. We can deposit everything that we have currently. We've got 44 depleted batteries. which is going to be a pain to fill, but considering we will not be using it yet, it's not a huge ordeal. Of course, it will be soon, I imagine. We'll take that seed and this seed. We'll have to plant those later. We'll put the knowledge of the schematics away, as is this and these. We're actually going to take the cloth here. I know for a fact that we're going to be using it. We will take the sludge-filled canisters because we can use them to make other things. Let's see, how's the advanced furnace doing? We do need radium alloys anyways. We're going to split these up, and then we're going to get the tech scrap, and then we can just divide and conquer here. Might as well start filling those up after all. Actually, can't I just... Where's the other tech scrap here? Here it is. And just take 1 point from each. There we go. So 180 should be enough for all of these radium ingots. That's going to be plethora for us to use in the future, which is good. It's just prep work at this point, really. Just a whole bunch of prep work that needs to be done. Got a whole lot of tannery stuff coming in. We take these. Alright, we split this into 41, so that way we can get a whole bunch of silk. We'll take what pristine leather we do have, and we'll start making some Dawnthorn gear. We still need more pristine leather if we hope to make more, which is a bit of a bummer, but not unexpected. Okay, so we can make... We're going to need a bit more well, not schematics. We're going to need a bit more tech scrap, so... I'll take the rest of the tech scrap that we have and bring it up so that way we can use it. Then we'll have plenty of schematics for our purposes. So yeah, we're just going to take the whole stockpile. Why not? We're going to be getting more later anyways, so no harm in just getting that all there and done and over with. But hey, after that, we're basically good. There we go. There we go. $144. 300. 312. Dang, that's a lot of schematics. Okay. So, from here, we just... Nuts. Nothing. That's annoying. Okay, seriously? Alright, well, we've almost learned everything. That's good, I guess, in a sense. Any tier 2s? It's active for 16 more minutes, so we got some time left. It does appear that we aren't going to be able to get what we need just yet, so we'll just have to hold off on it for now. Alright. 36, that's perfectly enough for the Dawnthorn gear set. We will just make one for now. But we are definitely going to be making more in the future, which is going to take some time to process, but that's perfectly fine. Okay, we will go into the tailoring here, put that away. Go into bottles, put those away. Let's see how many bottles we actually have, though. I'm kind of curious. Let's see. We are going to make a few... Let's make a few elixirs of the bats. make enough to make 30, a total of 30 bottles of healing. We'll make 4 of those. Make 2 of those. 4 of those. 4 of those. We do have some resources for Radiant Gruel, but we don't need those. Don't need that just yet. It is a gamble anyways, regardless of using that. Preferably, I'd like to get my hands on something more, but I digress. We'll just let the potions process out. From here, we are going to go to the Castle Waygate here, over where the farm is. We're going to get the Fire Blossom and Plague Briar set up. Alright, just move that closer so that way we don't have to worry too much. Fire Blossom. And the Plague Briar. Here we go. I'm honestly surprised we managed to get all this in here. I would have expected a lot more opposition here. But that's fine. And you know what? Now that I think about it, there is something that we can do over in the this area while we wait, because I do believe we have the necessary requirements to wait for the next tier of the world event, which is actually going to be in a 13 minutes left. Well, after the 13 minutes have expired. We're just going to avoid those, and what we're going to do is we're going to grab as many of the Bleeding Hearts as possible. Our goal is to get the Bleeding Hearts, but we want the seeds specifically. That is why I'm going to go through the effort of getting those. It's going to be difficult to get those seeds, but for what we need them for, they will be a necessity. Plus, it's never a bad thing to have a whole bunch of Bleeding Hearts on hand, considering how useful they can become. Alas. We are in this solely for the Bleeding Hearts, at least until the timer triggers. Here we go.
The Legion of Nocturne exists.
Oh. Alright, fine.
Feel the chill! Power! The Legion of Nocturne rises above. Vardaron belongs to Master Dracula.
Ow.
Be gone!
Okay.
Suffer the cold. My master demands perfection, and so he will. Vardaron belongs to Master Dracula.
Okay.
4. Feel the chill.
Alright, let's take you out. And we'll just take you out because we can. There we go. Why not? Let's have some occasional fun here and there and just take out certain enemies. There is no harm in doing so, at the very least. Besides, we get a whole bunch of goodies here and there for for our efforts, so never a bad thing. But anything for the Bleeding Hearts is the main thing here. Doesn't do bad. But yeah, no, it doesn't change what I'm needing to do. I need to get more Bleeding Hearts, so... Hopefully I get a plethora of seeds. That is the hope here. Because Bleeding Hearts are the only things that you can get... Well, you can only get Bleeding Hearts around here. So, better to get them now than... wait for them. Here, no. Okay. Just grab what we can here. Alright, here's some more. Don't see any. I guess this one's here. There we go. Still no seeds. I just realized I've crossed the I've crossed the hundreds mark for HP. That's interesting. Nice. I can't complain there. That's a lot of HP. Very useful. I might have to use the Stygian Altar at this rate, because I know for a fact that the Stygian Altar can provide seeds, depending on what you decide to spawn there. Which isn't a bad thing. There we go. But yeah, no, we probably want to go with the Stygian Altar at this rate. I'm definitely considering it at the very least. Still no seeds, but that's fine. I expected this to be a long, drawn-out battle of trying to find the seeds. So it's not too unexpected. Gonna be a tedious battle to secure what we need. Anything? Nope. Guess there's this still tidbit here. Doesn't lead to anywhere we need to be, though. Yeah, it's just an edge, if you will. Okay. 6 more minutes on that incursion. Is fine. Over here. I suppose there is this area, but I do believe this area is, like, very dangerous, last I recall. There is high quality bloods there, but not things you want to fight. Like, yeah, no, these are level 83s. The most we'd get away with is start using our axes here in this instance. And I guess that could work. Yeah, let's go. Why not? Yeah, I much prefer this. Yeah, I much prefer the slashers in this instance. They're just safer to me.
Secrets of the Sanguine world, speak to me.
Okay. Here we go. Got him. And we're getting bat hide out of this, so can't really complain there. But I do believe that this area does contain, yep, this is a popular place to contain Bleeding Hearts. So if you're looking for the seeds, this would probably be the better place to grind. It's just, it's always going to be hard to find seeds, so no matter what you do, it's going to be tedious. But yeah, we'll still gather all the same. There is more spots here for gathering seeds, so I can't really complain. We will make our way over here. And of course we gotta deal with the Exsanguinator. The Exsanguinator is a bit of a difficult foe. But not an impossible foe. He's got a lot of versatility when it comes to approaching in certain areas. But thankfully, he is not as difficult as I make him out to seem. If you know what you're doing, that is. As long as you're smart about it, you should be fine. Alright. We're coming up to the minute part here. So, what we're going to do is we're just going to grab that. Quickly grab this. And then we will grab whatever else seeds we can before we go. Within these two areas here. Can't believe I missed these. Alright, let's see. How's our resources looking? We haven't managed to get any more seeds, which is unfortunate. But not surprising.
Bend to my will.
Actually, let's cancel that. We're gonna go down here. We're just gonna leave that area, period.
I will assert my
And we're gonna
will.
hop onto our horse here in prep for what is to be. We should be at a level where we can actually handle the threats now. Okay, hop on our horse and... Alright, let's go. We are now ready for the Rift Incursions of Tier 2. Oh, hello. Let's casually march our way across here. We're gonna ignore the flowers at this point in time. There we go. Okay. All right. Okay. Ow. All right. Ow. Okay. I am gonna have to take this slow, but it needs to be done. There we go. We did manage to get some greater Stygian shards for our troubles, though, so that's good. It is a little bit more difficult because we are fighting enemies that are above our skill grade, but that's perfectly fine by me. Okay. All right. go. Ow. Are you kidding? Alright. I hate this night vision here. Oh well. There we go. Alright, polymorph into wolf form here. There we go. There's a whole bundle of Stygian shards. You can pop this open. Alright, there we go. Now, whether we'll be able to beat this thing is hard to say. Oh, I guess paladins are getting involved. Nice. Oh, it seems like the paladins are once again getting involved. Nice. Alright, there we go. Hoorah. We've done it. That was surprisingly easy. Then again, we probably had the luck of the paladins on our side, so we can't really call that our victory. But at the same time, they kind of set us up for it, so I'm not going to complain and look a gift horse in the mouth, considering we got some sanguine gear, a potion of wage. I can't believe I said wage, but potion of rage, I should say. But we're doing quite well for ourselves. Let's see. How, we got 21 minutes left. We can do 1 or 2 more, I think. It's not a fast process, what we're doing. But it is a better process than what it could be. It could be worse, put simply. It could be way worse. Alright, anyways, we will go around here. God, that was tedious, but it needed to be done. I do believe I can process some of this resource here. First, let's use Bloodbend here.
My blood, restore my body.
There we go. Polymorph, so that way we can actually get to the location next. Okay, we go up to here. Okay, so it appears that my taunt is actually perishing before I can actually benefit from its ability. So that sucks. Ouch. Okay, there we go. Okay. Okay, so far so good. Dang it. There we go. Here we are. Nice. Had to really lock in there, but we should be fine. And now it's the Wolf Boy. Now, if I recall correctly, he's going to be a bit dangerous, so what we need to do is we need to go into Spellbook. We need to swap this with a shield of some kind. We'll go with the Undead Shield, because that's just what I'm used to. Alright.
I smell flesh. Hold still.
Okay. Okay, so it appears this wolf is a little nerfed. Okay. Okay. Yeah, no, this one got nerfed, it seems. God. Had to really focus there, but we managed to do it in the end. And we got the Morning Star, so that's nice. Whatever that is. We also got another weird weapon as well. An ancestral crossbow, it seems. Nice. Overall, we're doing quite well for ourselves. We'll pop this lock because we can. And let's see. How is our resources looking? We got the Morning Star, which is a Sanguine Whip upgrade, it seems. The Aerial Whip Twirl, and the Entangling Whip. It appears to be a fire-based weapon, which is interesting. I don't think there is... I guess this is a better version of Ignite. It looks to be a better version of Ignite anyways. Spell critical chance, Veil cooldown, and weapon skill power. An interesting tool, to say the least. We can do one more, I think. We're gonna go over to this one.
Bend to my will.
We've got 11 minutes. Yeah, we can do one more, I think. Because it seems to be taking us 10 minutes to do so with just the Assassin Twist Blades. But that's to be fair, we're doing quite well for ourselves, all things considering. And it appears our blood type is actually restoring itself every time we fight in these instances, which is good. So I guess if we want a perpetual development with blood, we can theoretically use this as a method. Not that we're going to, just that it's an option. Okay, where do we need to go? We need to go over there. Okay. Before we do go over there, we do want to go into our spellbook here, and because we can't really rely on this, we probably want to use something else. We're probably going to go with Bone Explosion, I'm thinking. Cast time takes 0.4 seconds. I guess we could try this. Let's give it a try. Okay. Okay. I am not built for this. Or Soulburn was just the wrong choice, to say the least. I'm not surprised that it is the wrong choice, but... well, I'm just used to playing it very, I'm very much used to playing the ranged build. So let's aim for something else. Let's see. Obviously, the illusion magic is there, but we can do something better, I would imagine. Reign of Chaos would probably be an interesting choice, but it's a 0.7 cast time compared to the 0.3 of Void. What else could we do? I could summon a Death Knight, I suppose. God, there's options. Option. Let's Let's go with Blood Fountain. I'm kind of curious how that'll fare. Call it curiosity and just wanting to experiment. Who knows? Maybe this is the right choice, and we just need a high-powered blood type, or blood damage type rather. Finally. Let's see. 6 minutes left. Do we think I can handle it? I think we can. We just have to be a bit quicker on the frontier. I don't know. Let's change it to something else. I guess Bone Explosion would be good. No, let's go with Mosquito. Mosquito's just near instant, so... Plus we get the cooldown, so... How can we say no to that? The only thing is obviously, Okay. Nice try. Oh, okay. Perish. Alright, anyways. Grab all this. Ignore you now at this point. Alright. How's our gear looking? Our Dawnthorn gear, as expected, is taking a beating. So we need to deal with that eventually, so... Alright, so it's Runny Boy this time. Alright, well, Running Boy isn't that bad of a fighter, or a fight, so I'm not too worried. If anything, we get entangled and that's about it.
Breathe deep the forest air.
Yeah, so all we're gonna deal with is these guys, so this guy isn't that bad. What are you doing? Okay.
I'm gonna live forever. Should we stop and meet them?
Okay, so he summons a lot more, it seems. Ow.
I can feel it.
Well, he's a good thing at wasting time, at least. I know that for a fact.
Here, the forest calls me. You hear that?
There we go, got him.
Acorn.
And we got 33 seconds anyways on this. So that's good. There we go. And for our troubles, we get a whole bunch of stuff. Nice. But I had a feeling I was able to get 3 at least in. We can hit one of these and we'll get healed? And no, we don't. But that's fine. As a result, though, we've managed to complete the task, and we even managed to get the Frigid Crux, which is an Ice Nova thing. Maybe it's time we go back to Ice Nova. I did say I do enjoy the Frost bits, but let's see. Chill your enemies to their core, slowing their movement speed. Freezing your enemies solid, making them unable to move or act. Vampires are oh. Okay, I guess I can't read it here, but we could do the Frost build, I suppose. We can swap this to here. Because Ice Nova is slightly better in this instance. We will then just have Void on the other end, which is going to be a bit safer for us. And all we gotta do now is just get out of here. Because we're basically full on inventory. What we can do, though, is quickly just go get that. There we go. Okay. Yeah, we'll just leave the horse. It's fine. Did you not? Okay. Well, regardless, we've done our due diligence in hunting. Our gear is going to be perpetually on the warning signal, but we'll worry about that later. But we've managed to get 1,290 Greater Stygian shards, so that's nice. And we can unlock a few new ones. We got Embrace Mayhem, which increases ultimate cooldown by 14% and ultimate power by 10%. And we've also got Hunger for Power, which increases Spell Leech, and using the Bite increases your movement speed by 15%, and your spell power by 15% for 5 seconds. Hunger for Power is probably the smart choice for us, but let's see what else there is. Hunger for Blood increases primary attack leech by 5%, and increases damage against V-Bloods by 8%. This is a stable choice. And we got Wicked Power. Increases spell critical chance by 8%, and spell critical strikes have a 50% chance to inflict a random spell school effect. The Wicked Power probably goes the hardest, I would argue. We're going to go into Spellbook here. We're going to go to Passives here. And let's see what we choose. Let's see. Increase... Let's get rid of everything for now. And we're just going to take a moment to figure out what we want. So cooldown rate is ideal, but we do have a 0.4 second, 0.3 to 0.4 second cooldown on them, so that is something worth noting. Let's see. Critical power could be our way forward. So we go with spell critical chance. We'll go with Spell Leech. And let's go with... Increase spell damage to enemies affected by Ignite, and Ignite heals you. We're going to go for the Chaos Kindling and Renewing Flames, because both are going to be helping because we use Ignite a lot. We don't necessarily need to have the cold stuff, but we do want the increased spell damage and spell cooldown rates. We can get the Spell Leech as well, so that's a nice extra boost to healing. And our spell power increases every time we bite somebody, which is something we often do. Spell critical strikes have a 50% chance to inflict a random school effect, so that's going to be very volatile with the Ice Nova, and Ice Nova is just a staple here. And we get some cooldown reduction here. It's got an 8-second cooldown versus the Void, which is basically the same. Yeah, they're basically the same cooldown, so 9 across between the both of them. And yeah, we'll just have to see how that works out. Let's see. 49 across the board. Attack speed's okay. Spell power bonus is 5. Spell critical chance is 13 out of 45. Got a spell critical power of 140, which is interesting. I'll have to optimize it eventually, but we should be able to make it work. Let's deposit everything at this point, because we can't really do much beyond this point until we get some Onyx tiers, which is late game stuff. But what we can do is just deposit everything we want to here, and we should be good. Herbs, there we go. Jewels. We can recycle this one in particular. Knowledge. Tailoring, alchemy, and weapons. Toss this into the Devour, and then we just leave that be. Alright, let's see. I guess we take the thick hide. We don't really need it though, so we can just leave it alone for now. What is there? Let's try to think out. Just try to map out what I think I need to do now. I guess we could check to see if we've got more. Oh, right, research, that's it. Take all these books here. The only thing that we need to recycle is Dependent of the Dusk Watcher. We're going to take these papers here. Wait for the scrolls to come with us here. Bada boom. Split these into 2 separate instances. Keep the gems for later. Alright, let's unlock the Sanguine Claws. We'll unlock the 2 consumables here. And we've already got the Potion of Rage, so we just need to recycle that bit. But now that we got the Potion of Rage and Potion of Spell Power, That is going to be a good addition. Okay, so 3, 3, okay. Put that there, put this here. 31, 29. Okay, that's 34. That's 34. There we go. That's going to get us 24, I think. Yeah, we need 2 more scrolls in order to get more than 24. So, let's see. We won't have enough to upgrade, so we'll just leave those schematics alone. What we can do is check the tannery. We've got 50 of each. We will check the advanced loom. We got a number of bolts. There we go. We'll take these. Alright, we can make 2 more outfits, which is good. That is another step closer to our completion of that outfit. What we will do next is we are probably gonna go and we'll first deposit this armor, because we don't need to give it to anyone specific just yet. We will deposit the gem stuff here, go into the tailoring to deposit those. We'll let the outfits process, essentially. We are then going to go over to our garden, see if the crops are done. If they are not, then we'll ignore them. If they are, though, we'll just quickly go collect. Thankfully, it seems like our crops have completed their cycle, so that's good. Alright, there we go. We got 2 seeds of morning lilies, it seems, so that's good. There we go. Nice. Alright, and the goal we were going to do, we need to actually return back so that way we can actually get the seeds that we need. Well, not the seeds, we need to get the coins that we need. So we need to actually go back to our previous base, get that sorted, and then we should be good. So yeah, we need to grab the coins, so we're just going to grab all those. That is 460. Seems we're doing well on blood, so that's good. We don't need to worry about that. I guess we can get a boss or 2 down while we're at it. There's no harm in doing so. But I think it might be in our best interest to remodel this territory and get some blood in there. That's what I'm thinking we do currently. We will aim for the merchants here again, because I do believe their inventory should have reset enough to warrant checking it again. Now, whether I got the outfit or get the outfit or not, that's another question entirely, but I'm hoping we are able to get the outfit. That would be very convenient for us, to say the least. And whether it's daytime or not, it don't really matter. We should be able to get in there, get the job done, get out. Okay. I might actually swap these around, because I'm more used to having, yeah, I'm more used to having Void here, and then I can just have the Frost here. And the random effects of spells should be fun, at least. Yeah. If anything, the only thing I have an issue with is it being a bit too small. Here we go. I'm sure with some effort I should be fine. Alright. Alright, let's transform into human here. Hello, vendor.
To the finest shop in all of
We'll take those Grim Knight leggings, and we'll take the amulet of the Blade Master. It's not exactly what we wanted, but that's fine. By doing this, we will have, at the very least, secured ourselves a, at the very least, we are prepped for whatever comes next. Because if I get enough schematics, then I can actually get the recipe on its own. Because we are nearing its completion anyway, so there is already merit in that regard. Man, they, the fires here don't really seem to affect me that much, huh? Oh, well.
I will assert my will.
We got everything that we needed, so we should be good here. And yeah, we're just buying our way through the tech tree, which is good. Okay. We got a tier 3 upgrade for the Void, which is actually something that that I might actually consider here. At the very least, it's worth considering. Let's gather all these. What is this? Let's see. Increases range. Flame engulf the area. Oh. Flame engulfs the area, dealing 12% damage. Up to 3 times. And hitting a target affected by Ignite engulfs the target in agonizing flames. Dealing 3% damage and healing self for 9% of spell power. There we go. For 5 times. So it is slightly weaker. The only difference between the Violet Spear and the Dark Dusk is solely the fact that it has an increased range. Which, I must admit, I'm not a fan of. So we're not going to swap it out just yet. I guess it would be ideal just to get it done and over with, but eh. If I'm going to choose a jewel I like, then I'm going to go for something high quality, right? Okay. Well, you know what? We have almost all the gear. Let's see. Let's go to V-Bloods here. Let's see, I believe one of them has the ability to help us make jewels. And if we can make the jewels, that might be a better thing for us. Okay, so that's flawless jewels. We've already killed the elementalist, so we can make tier 3 jewels anyways. We just can't make the gems themselves, which also seems to unlock the chaos points, but we're not in a rush to actually deal with her in particular, so let's just make the gem itself. Why not? We've got the time, we've got the jewels, I believe. Why not? Let's do it. Alright. Ignore the wolves, because they're just gonna wander about. Alright. Let's deposit what we can here, and we should be good. Oh, right, put that away, there you go. All those away. We are going to take these, we're going to take the paper, take the schematics. And I guess we got the jewels, so we'll put those away. We should only need amethyst for what we're about to do here, so let's go and prep that. We can only make one, which kind of sucks, but that's fine. I never expected it to be perfect to begin with. Spell cooldown rates with lesser phantom mages might be good. The spell cooldown would certainly help, reduce the cooldowns of Void and Ice Nova at least, which is worthwhile. We want specifically tier 3 Chaos, or rather tier 3 Void. It's going to require a Dark Silver Ingot and a Flawless Amethyst. Let's do it. We got increased range. Flames engulf the area, dealing 10% damage up to 3 times, and increase the rate or the recharge of charges rates. I'm gonna be real, I don't like that. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna recycle this, and we should have the other ones here. Can't unlock that. Can't unlock that. We can recycle this one. And we can recycle this one. Okay. So if we use one, then we can recycle the one we don't like, and we'll go from there. But let's see. Alright, one attempt at Void here. Here we go. What do we got? Increased damage, spawn 3 exploding fragments, dealing 18% damage and inflicting night, and increase the recharge rates. Let's get rid of Power Surge, because I know for a fact that we're not going to be using it. I don't know, I don't like it. Feels iffy to me. Alright, let's get one more gamble in. Let's see what we can find. To be fair, it's slightly better than... It's better. I can't deny that. It just lacks the healing component, which kind of... It's kind of the appeal for me. On 3 exploding fragments, huh? Tempting. Alright, so here we go. Hitting a target, inflicts ignite, okay. Increased damage by 11%, and flames engulf the area, dealing 12% of damage up to 3 times to enemies in the area. This is probably the best that we're going to get. And it basically covers all the ticks I'm looking for, so we're actually gonna wear this one. We can then sack the other one here. And this. Actually, I want to try this. Let's see what it is before we judge. Oh, I see. Okay, so it does that. Versus this, which just leaves a flame behind, right? But I'm used to the flame behind because that's an instant burn, right? Any target affected by Ignite engulfs the target in Agonizing Flame, which is basically a chain reaction of the flame reaction that we're already doing. Deals 4% damage and heals us for 10% of our spell power 5 times. Versus the other one, which deals 18% of our damage and it inflicts Ignite, which is pretty interesting. It also increases recharge rate, which is pretty interesting. I don't know. It's I've got very mixed feelings about that, but I'm gonna stick with the old reliable of healing. Because having sustain with one of them is gonna be necessary. And if we can get Ice Nova to trigger every now and again, that might not be bad for us. Okay, Amulet of the Blade Master is a lightning-based effect. Okay. Alright, now by process of elimination, we now have the ability to get Maleficer's Scholar. Discard. Alright, that's the research there done. We will take all of these. That's more armor for us. Alright, we are then going to make the Maleficer Scholar chest guard. And that will be our spells stuff set up. There we go. And that is all 4/4, and that will increase our gear level by a set amount. We'll just repair that. There we go. And that's 3 sets of Dawnthorn gear, I do believe. If I'm not mistaken, that is. So we'll just put the Dawnthorn gear away. We've got 3 sets now, which is pretty good. Now, we need to set ourselves up with companions and minions. So it is going to be in our best interest to start a hunt. We want to go over to... First, let's go over to this way gate, because we are going to need to destroy some minions to make room for them. But before we do, we should go into our alchemy area here, because we are going to need to process some of these ingredients into blood. We don't need the rats, because rats are good for fuel at this point. We will take the blood here. We'll take the greater blood essence here. The greater blood essence is going to be used to make more coffins, I do believe, so... I guess we don't need it now, but it's still fine. Take this. Do that. There we go. That's going to get blood essence there. We should probably put the Exquisite Heart over here instead. There we go. We'll deposit the gem dust. We should be good. Alright, we'll put the knowledge away. We don't necessarily need the blood at this moment. We just need to start collecting boops. So instead, we actually need to build prisons. So we need the... To build more prisons, if I am correct, we need... Where is it? Not general. Complicated piece of machinery that allows you to redirect the output of most crafting and refinement stations. Additional redistribution engines increase the capacity of stations connected to the network. I have no idea what that means. Right, here we go. We need iron and reinforced planks. So let's just grab some iron, reinforced planks. Do we have more reinforced planks or no? I don't think I do. We've got more planks, but that's about it. Okay. Not sure what we're going to do with the spectral dust, but we'll leave it alone for now because we don't need that much dark silver right now. Take the iron, take the planks, split half of this. Take the 150. There we go. And there we go. Let's just make a whole bunch more of reinforced planks. Those will be handy for the future, so better to have them now than later. Alright. We go over to this waygate here. We will build up some more cages. Here we go. There we go. And you know what? Let's just move this over here as well. Why not? Just make it look a bit fancy. Alright. We're just gonna kill this. As much as I enjoy the idea of using them, they're just not ideal. We don't need the 90, we don't need the 93. The 98 will keep. But we will kill this one. Do we need the 93? Not really. We should probably kill him at the very least. What we will do, though, is we'll recycle these. Do we want to get rid of the 93? I'm very tempted to. We haven't actually tested Scholar Blood for anything yet. But it's not to a point where I'm actually worried about it. But yeah, no, this is the storage now, so we should be fine. Alright, well, regardless, the moon's rising now. This is the perfect time for us to go. We are going to go south here. What we want to do is we want to get one more, we want to get one more civvy, I believe? Yeah, we want to get one more civilian for this area. We are going to need to get a few hunters of the other area. We should be good. Okay. Ah, 95er. Nice. Okay. Okay, dominate.
Bend to my will. You are under my command.
Alright, be dominated. Thank you.
Bend to my will.
Alright, that is a 95er. You are the last worker that we need. So we're just going to send you off. Alright. From there, all we need to do now is go into the... Not the... Well, we need to go into the mutant grease area. And we should be able to secure ourselves a whole bunch of individuals who are willing to work for me. Well, not intentional servitude, but you get what I mean. You get what I mean. But, oh, yep, we're just gonna warp over into this zone here. And we need to find ourselves some indentured servitudes. Or indentured servants, rather. Preferably of high quality
In
blood.
my abyssal sight, every heartbeat
32,
echoes.
35. We need to use normal workers, though, so that is something worth noting. 68 blood is tempting, but not required. Ideally, I want to stick to a 80+ diet in regards to who I choose. If I can stick to that, then that's going to be good for us. That is a, what, a 48. Not exactly what we're looking for, but okay. That is a 79. That's good enough for me. Okay. Okay. Okay.
Your mind. Do not resist.
Now we dominate you, and we'll get to sending you back in a moment. Alright.
Bend
Under
to
my control.
will.
Perfect. We'll just send you right back. There we go. A 79 warrior is never a bad thing.
This cell is just for you.
Perfect. That's
Veins
one.
of the mortal realm, reveal yourselves.
Alright, but that's one minion that we can reliably use. That's good. We need a few others. Don't need the 41. Let's see. We'll go in here, see if there's anybody that we can take. Got a whole bunch of workers. 42, 30. None that really strike out at us right now. Any in here? Nothing I can see. Oh, here we go. An 89. Perfect.
Veins of the mortal
Ah,
realm,
the 89's over here.
reveal yourselves.
You be careful. Oh no. Oh no.
Secrets of the sanguine world. Your mind. Do
You.
not resist. Your
Perfect.
mind is mine to control.
Go. Go, 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 go. There we go. 89's been taken. Nice.
You look right at home.
Okay.
Bend to my will.
89 has been taken, so that's 2. I believe that was a worker, wasn't it? that isn't a bad thing.
Whispers of blood.
But we do need a rogue of high tier blood, though. So I'll have to look around for one. Okay, got 40. Not enough. Okay, none there. 44 for mutant. We don't need those. I guess we go through here. Eh. Ah, that is a 97 warrior. I mean, I can't turn that down now, can I? Don't really care for the 49, but the 97 is pretty tempting. Dominate you, because you're burning to death. There we go. Okay, come on, come on. Go. Go, go, go.
Enjoy your stay.
Alright, that's another warrior. Nice.
In my abyssal sight, every heartbeat echoes.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's just more workers that we can invest into whatever we're planning on doing, that's for sure. $36. Oh, I saw a high tier blood. That is a 78. That is a 60 or something. Nope. I do at least need somebody to fill in the role of a 68, so. So at the very least, you need to be giving us what we need.
The mortal mind bends to me.
Okay. Alright, now we got you. And you are now under our
Bend
minion.
to my
Or
will.
dominion, rather. Alright, we'll send you back. That is a 68
I
rogue.
hope you like rats.
Now I just need to see if there's any higher tier
Secrets of the
bloods around.
Sandman world speak to
I
me.
saw a higher tier blood somewhere around here. Somewhere. Where are they? That's a 42er. Okay, so the one in here is probably the best.
Get away! Someone help!
Mind's eye.
Alright.
You are mine to
Dominate you.
control.
You are going to be
Bend
sent
to my
back.
will.
That's yet another worker added to the roster.
This
He goes
cell
back
is
there.
Just for you.
So we got a rogue, we got a worker. We're probably going to need another
Welcome to
rogue
my
if we can help it.
Whispers of blood.
But we'll have to see if we get lucky. 50 war rat. We don't need a rat, that's for sure. Should be some workers of ranged quality around here. Ignore him. Nice try. $62. No. Nothing that really catches our eye just yet. I guess the next best thing I can do is go up this path here to see if I can't luck out on blood types around here. I could go and yeah, no, oh, do I? I am tempted, I'm not gonna lie. Why not? Yeah, let's just go and quickly gather some tech scrap while we're at it. Why not? We do need to grab tech scrap anyway, so it's probably for the best that we get this done right now. Well, do I want to devote my time to this? I guess I will. Why not? We do need the tech scrap for more research anyway, so it's a it's a promising investment, I'd say.
I will assert my will.
All right, let's get going. Are you kidding, bruh? All right, come on. Alright, so what we'll do is we'll go around here. There we go. Pop this. There we go. Quickly gather what we can here. Okay, it doesn't appear like there's anything around, so that's fine. Ow. Okay, we go straight here. And we should get to another set of nodes. All right. Pop these. Not bad. Not bad at all. You know, now that I think about it, if I am right, I can actually go over to the Transcendium Laboratories and get some stuff there.
I will assert my will.
Yeah, so if I go to the Transcendium Laboratories, I go inside the building, I can pilfer a whole bunch of chests. And by doing so, I'd be able to get, I would be able to get a whole bunch of, what is it, blueprints? No, schematics, that's it. Yeah, we get a whole bunch of schematics if we are lucky on the draw there. Oh, I missed out on the 79. Damn. Well, it happens. It's fine. I have been needing to get... I do need minions, so that's also another thing that I can do. So if I go in these areas, it might not be a bad idea.
In my abyssal sight, every heartbeat echoes. In my abyssal
That is a
sight,
70
every
brood, that's not
heartbeat
bad.
Echoes. Mortal
For what he's
mind,
worth,
you are in my
he will
grasp.
be a suitable minion to add to the roster, so
Your mind is mine.
we'll
to
send him
control.
back. A brute is perfectly fine.
I hope you like
Now,
lies.
preferably, I'd like to get a...
Reveal yourselves.
I preferably like to get another rogue, if I can help it.
Bend to my veins of the mortal realm. Reveal yourselves.
There we go. But we can get some blueprints here, we can get some other things here and there, nothing too crazy. Still, it's items, resources, we can use all of them to help us and thrive.
Secrets of the sanguine world. Speak to me.
Okay, no luck there.
Veins of the mortal realm. Reveal yourselves.
Okay, no,
Bend to my will.
no to that. Didn't manage to find what we're looking for, but that's fine.
Veins of the mortal
That
realm.
is a 99
Reveal
warrior, okay.
yourselves.
Well, if there's a 99 warrior, how can I say no to that, huh?
Mortal
I'm dominating
mind,
you.
my grasp.
Even if it hurts a little bit.
Your mind is mine to control.
Okay. You can go back now.
You look right at home.
Alright, there you go. We are now set to return. We don't necessarily need to go to the other areas, but we will all the same. Because I am eager to get some more ingredients. Okay. Okay, there we go. Dang, that's cool. That was quite the haul there. We got really lucky on our gathering trip for minions at the very least, so that's good. The minion program will escalate though, I'm imagining, because we aren't even halfway done for what we're going to be doing, so we're just going to have to be ready for what we got planned at the very least. Okay. I am curious as to what's over in the shops here. I do believe this is where sanguine weapons are. And you can actually order them through here. If I recall correctly, this is like the endgame shop, I believe. We will transform into human form to see what goes down here, but I believe that's what you can get here. Sanguine weapon recipes. Yeah, treasure hunter here.
Want to trade?
Sanguine Reaper, spear, longbow, crossbow. It costs 260 to get. but it is well worth it. You can also get some cloaks of varying kinds. They are expensive, though, so take it with a grain of salt. But the main thing you're going to be wanting here is obviously the Sanguine weapons. And because we are done with the armors, we can now do the weapons, which shouldn't be too hard. But I digress. I am going to run back to the Waygate here at this point. Nothing here for us, aside from maybe, like, herbs and whatnot, but we don't need those. At least not right now. But yeah, we're gonna quickly head back to base, and then I'm gonna probably take a small 5-minute break. But when I return, we will get stuff organized, and we'll get those minions transformed. That's what I'm thinking anyways. Alright, I will see you guys in 5 minutes, and when I return, we'll get that done. See you guys in a bit. Alright, apologies for the delay. I'm now back. Let's get back into things. Now, let's see. Our blood is looking a little worse for wear, so we will have to get another blood type, I'm thinking. But we should be fine, all things considering. We've got 2 worker bloods here. Rogue blood, warrior blood. Let's go with the Draculan blood, because that's just a staple for us. That's going to get us an 11. We have ran out of the other blood type that helps us out quite a bit. We're going to give them the Sagefish. We are going to have to upgrade this Draculan to something better, though, at some point. Because as much as I like the 95, we can certainly do better. Alright, we'll take those potions out. We now need to get some more Dust Callers. That is an inevitability. And let's just deposit everything that we don't need in here. There we go. And then, of course, the coins can go in here. There we go. How much jewelry do we have? We've got 84. So we can start processing this 84 into something better. Let's see. Fabricator. We need gold before we can actually get gold coins. There we go. And that's going to get us a whole bunch of gold ingots. We've got 64 radium, which is good. Deposit that. How is our, Alright, our tier 1 base is fine. It's got 7 days on it, so we don't have to worry about that immediately. But we're definitely going to have to organize something for it, so there you go. We're also going to definitely need to figure out what sort of, base we want to establish as a long-term storage and all that jazz. Morningstar. This could be entertaining, I would imagine, but we need to upgrade it, obviously. Ah, well. Worries for the future. We are going to take all those. Let's see. We're going to need the Greater Blood Essence for more coffins. Specifically, we need copper and wood planks, so we're going to take the planks here. We'll take half more the wood planks and then copper. We've got 272. I'll just take 136. So we got more coffins. We got more outfits. We are going to need weapons, armor, and whatnot. How many outfits can we make here? We've got 21 leather out of the requirements. We're obviously going to need more leather if we hope to make more outfits, but that is a thing that we will do in due time. That is not a rushed job. Nothing to worry about. We can take those for 22. We can take this for 600 and a nice primal blood. We'll just leave those in there for now. And let's see, we are going to need to make some Blood Merlot amulets, so we will need 3 of these. Thankfully, we got the Radium and Dark Silver for it, so we just need to get 3 different types of blood here. So all we do is Blood Merlot U. We'll Blood Merlot you and you. There we go. Let's move you here so that we figure out what ones go where. Here we go, that's 3 Blood Merlot amulets. We're going to need power cores if we want the upgraded amulets, but we'll worry about those later. But we're going to focus on the Blood Merlots, and that's going to be 3 amulets set up. We are going to need enough to produce 2 more Primal Blood Essence. And it takes 6 to make 1. So we'll just split these into 2. That's going to make the Primal Blood Essence for the weapons that we're going to need. We are going to need to keep the Greater Blood Essence on us now. For the Alchemy, we've got this. We can restock, I suppose. There's no harm in doing so. Not sure what I'm going to do with it, but it's there. And we've got plenty of depleted batteries that we got to go through. That's going to be a joy. But, yeah, no, I mean, I guess we could, I guess we need the Dark Silver Mace, and we need to turn that into a Sanguine Mace, so that's going to be a chore. Got the Sanguine Claws, but we're going to need more recipes here, so it's going to be a chore. All the same, I suppose we can just take these. There is no harm in doing so, as far as I'm aware. If anything, it's going to set us up for what we need to do without needing to actually expend any Primal Blood Essence. So it works out in the end. We will go into here. We will grab this. There we go. We've got some Dust Collars on standby now. We just need to make a few more weapons here, and we should be good to go. As for what we're going to make, I guess let's make this. Oh, we need more reinforced planks. Thankfully, we have some on standby that I prepped just for the occasion. Not intentionally for making weapons, mind you, but just enough to get us through whatever we needed for, so there you go. Alright, we will do a Dark Whip, and we will do Dark Silver Claws. This does mean that we are out of Primal Blood Essence, and our Dark Silver Ingot count is down in the single digits, which is not okay. But, you know, you do what you have to do. And without very little more to cover, let's see, how much does it cost for, Okay, so we can get away with, 27. Well, we're not going to get the recipes anytime soon, so I'm not too worried. But I should probably make it a point to get, save 9, and then put the rest in here. And even then, we need to take out 1, so there you go. We'll have those, and then we'll take the silver coins that we have, and then we'll put those away. Do we have any gold already in here? No, we do not, so... Whoops, not what I meant to do. Let's just sort those out. We will take... I'll take half a set of planks, and... Guess that's it. No, we need copper. That's it. There you go. Alright. We will take 300 or so coins. That should be enough to get us another recipe in the bank. There we go. So, 3 for 30, so... If we use 300, it's going to require 30 gold ingots, which we do not have, but it should be enough to get us plenty of gold sun points. Alright. But we have the weapons, we have the armor, and we have the Blood Merlot amulets, which is the required recipes needed for the minions today. Okay. Furnaces are fine. We got this working. I'd prefer if I could keep these. But, worst case, we don't have to. Well, worst case, we do have to, import them, but I digress. We are going to need blood here, though, because we need to actually, you know, put the, minions under processing. So we go to here. Here we go. Swap over to our Shroud Cloak. And let's prepare some room for these guys. So we got 6 coffins already. We can't make more because we do not have the highest tier. So we just have to be very picky with our individuals that we choose. We're going to go into Dominate here.
The mortal mind bends to me. Whispers of blood.
Alright, so we got some high quality bloods. We're going to aim for the highest qualities first. So we're going to start with this worker because I do believe he
Mortal minds bend
is
easily.
the last
Bend
worker we
to
need
my
for
will.
this area here. So he's the last worker for... Yeah, so he's Humble Appearance and Cursed Forest
You will
Hunter.
find
Perfect.
fulfillment in service.
But he is the last minion that we need for the Cursed Forest. And for Gloomrot, we've got practically everybody here, so... Let's
Secrets
see.
of the sanguine world, speak to
Got a
me.
worker, we've got a warrior, we've got a priest, which is not part of the groups there. Warrior, worker...
Whispers of blood.
2 workers. We're gonna need the rogue and a worker, so we are gonna dominate
Your
you.
mind is bend to my will.
Yeah, we need at least a rogue, because he will be our ranged individual for us. We'll
I
convert
will
you.
make you mine. In my abyssal sight,
Between the
every
78 and
heartbeat
the 89,
echoes.
I'm going to take the 89 here. Subdue
Your
the 89
mind
here.
is mine. Your mind is mine to control.
We're going to want the 99 warrior. We'll get a 70 brute, I suppose.
I will make you mine. In my abyssal sight, every
99,
heartbeat
97, and
echoes.
70 should go.
Bend to my. Your mind is mine to control.
And... Oh, do we want the brute? I guess I could go with another worker, to be fair. It doesn't have to be this guy. But, we'll send
You
him
will
in there.
find fulfillment in service.
Okay, and 97. I'm kind
Bend
of
to
surprised we
my
managed to
will.
luck out on the 99 and 97, but, yeah. That's actually a very good thing. So, 97.
You will make a
And I
fine
guess,
servant.
quality goes after, after type, so... I guess we will get another, worker here. He is a 78, 79, 70... We've got so many warriors already. Yeah, let's, subdue
Bend
you,
to my
and let's
will.
have a worker added to the mix. Alright.
You
in
will
you
find
go.
fulfillment in service.
Alright, so we want Cursed Worker A. Cursed Worker B. Okay, Cursed Worker D. And you, my friend, are going to be Cursed Worker E. Is what I would say if that were true. I think that this guy is Cursed Worker E. Yep. So he'll be Cursed Worker E once we get him settled in. This is going to be... Okay, so that's Gloom Strength B. This would be Gloom Strength A. Okay. This is Gloom Strength B C. And what about you? You are Sacred. You are Sacred as you are Military Tactics as a Silver Light Hunter. Okay. You are Gloom Tracker. You shall be Gloom Worker. And you will be Gloom Tactics, and Gloom Worker. Okay. Alright, let's organize the coffins a little bit. Okay. So, Gloom Strength. Strength. We'll call him Gloom Holy A. Silver Tactics A. Oh, this is Gloom Holy B, rather. So, Silver Tactics, and there we go. That should be organized well enough. And now for you, in particular. We're going to give you a bit here. We're going to give you this. Give you these. There we go. Sort you out. There we go. We've now got Gloom Strength B. So he's now set up, so that way he can go to the Gloom whenever. And you know what? Let's send him out. We've got the time to do so, so why not? Alright. And with him, we will just send him over to here for now, because there is no other individuals that we can send out, so it's not ideal, but we will be able to send him over to here, and we'll get some benefits. Oh, wait, no, we can't, because it's going to be reduced difficulty. I guess we can send Gloom Strength here. This will get us some tech scrap and radium alloys directly. And tech scrap is going to be something that we're going to need, so it's not a bad thing. Alright, but yeah, no, that's minions essentially set up. We shouldn't need more than 16, but I do believe we can get 20 total once we upgrade to Castleheart 5. To which question? I should probably question what is needed for Castleheart 5, actually. Let's see. We need to secure ourselves Dark Silver, Power Cores, and Primal Blood Essence. In order for us to get Power Cores, we need to take out, I believe... Yeah, we need to take out Voltea, which is a level 82 individual. In order for that, we're going to need recipes for Sanguine Gear, which is not something we have a lot of access to. There's a few other things that we can get if we put in the effort. Stavros is also going to be a good target. But we're going to worry about those individuals next time. I just want to get everything ironed out for now, and we should be good. Okay. For now, though, let's just return back to base here, I'm thinking. We can't really do much until the minions are out, so we will deposit all of our armor here. We'll deposit the weapons. And yeah, we should just deposit everything at this point, right now. I'll take this. Put the blood away. Put the jewels away. There we go. Okay. So here is what we're going to do, I do believe. We're going to go into here. We're going to grab those coins. We have enough for one recipe in the weapon division. We will put the rest of the silver coins away here for now. Yeah, we got enough for one item of the weapon variety. So we will muster enough to get that done, I suppose. We are also going to need a whole bunch of scrolls, but in order for that, we're going to need more coarse thread and paper, which requires sawdust and plant fiber. I do believe we have a surplus of sawdust, so we can start making the paper part. We just need to make the scrolls, which requires coarse thread, and coarse thread, if I'm not mistaken, requires a healthy serving of pollen. We need pollen in bulk. We are going to need to basically devour most of these ingredients here. Take those. Yeah, that'll have to do. Not ideal, but it gets the job done. That's going to process into more pollen, which we'll be able to use. What else do we need? Not really much. We will go over here. We'll grab those weapons, actually. And I guess we're going to have to go on a silver mining trip. Or two. Go into here. There we go. Alright. Yeah, we're gonna have to think about that. Anyways. Let's get on our horse here. Let's warp over to here so that way we can get to the merchant. And yeah, let's go get that merchant and his goodies. See if we can't get some Sanguine Slashers at least.
My blood reserves run low.
At the very least, I do want the Sanguine Slashers, if I can help it. If not, I'm willing to accept the mace or daggers at worst.
Can I interest you in a little something?
Great sword, crossbow, mace, and spear. We don't have enough. Yeah, we don't really have anything else, so let's just go with the mace. It's fine. I would argue that is the best that we're going to get for now. We obviously are going to need more, but we'll worry about that later. We are going to get the sawdust and get that into the system. And we should be good for today. Good after we do all the prep work for to... Well, after we do all the prep work, put simply. Back to base. Yep, we've got the Sanguine Mace recipe, which is pretty good. Now, if I recall correctly, we need sawdust. So we're going to take all that. We are actually going to take all this wood, because we do need to process it, so... Go. What am I doing? I could just do this and just leave the 1,000. I can just leave the 1,500. No need to complicate things. I'll just stow this away for later. There we go. Anyways, we've got a whole bunch of stone dust that we're going to need to refine into more whetstones. That'll be used to make more... Yeah, we'll actually do that now. Well, can't we? We'll take the grave dust here. Split those. There we go. Let's make some more scourge stone. That will allow us to make more of the spectral dust. Because we have a surplus of spectral dust, so now we just need silver to get it done. Take all this. And this will get us the paper that we need. The coarse thread will come next. We are going to need a lot of coarse thread, and I do believe coarse thread is quite literally... Yep. Plant fiber and pollen. As expected. And the pollen we've been manufacturing should be down here, which shouldn't be an impossible task to get organized. There we go. Just take all those. That is a nice juicy 560. We'll deposit all those so that we can take these, split them up, and we should be able to get the pollen set up, ready to go. Nope, all we do, put that in, put that in. That's going to make a whole bunch of coarse thread. Perfect. Go into here. Unlock the mace. Okay. We'll let that paper process for quite a bit. And if I recall... Well, first let's put the coins away, because we don't need them right now. In here, there we go. Now, what is required to make the Sanguine Mace? We've got everything, so we'll just make it right now. There you go. Nice. Alright, Sanguine Mace, here we go. There we go. We take that. We toss in the mace here. Alright, we make the next tier of mace, which is going to upgrade it to a higher tier, which is good. Perfect. Take that, equip it, and we've got a higher tier mace, which gets us up to 82 in gear level, which is nice. Alright. Realistically, I think that's as much as we can get done for today. I would like to keep going, but I'm a bit busy today. Just life stuff, you know how it is. But I digress. Next stream, well, obviously we won't be playing this game, but next stream we will be, I do believe we will be doing, I want to say Skyrim, but if I do not decide on Skyrim, it's probably going to be Minecraft. But I'm thinking Skyrim is going to be most likely. Because I want to save Saturday for Tainted Grail, if I can. Assuming I have the time. If I don't do anything Wednesday, then I guess I must be busy. But I digress. Next stream, what we'll be doing for this game is... I guess just refining our minions, making sure they're all set up, because, actually, I guess I can go quickly do that right now. I can, at least go get them set up to a degree. Give me a second. I should at least do that much. We can get at least 2 minions set up for whatever we've got planned. We'll put away the Slasher and the Darks. I'll put the Slasher away in that. We can take the Dark Silver Claw, though. And we can take all this outfits. We only got enough for 2. Yeah, let's put the whip away for now. But yeah, we can quickly go do that. I have no qualms in not doing this, so let's do this real quick. There we go. But yeah. Our minion surplus should be done. Alright. First... Cursed Worker 5, I guess they're called. No, Cursed Worker E. There we go. And let's see, you... Gloom Hunter A. Alright, so we're going to take Gloom Hunter A and give you a set. There we go. That's an Iron Twin Blade. That's my mistake. We don't want to give you that. We're actually going to go backtrack here real quick and get a better weapon. We don't need the Iron Twin Blade here. So we're just going to abandon that. Yeah, we're just going to do this real quick. Apologies for delay on ending the stream. I did not realize that was just iron. And yeah. Let's just take the Dark Silver Whip. There we go. Alright. Up to here. And then we can just register the rest once we send these guys out. And you know what? Let's rise these guys. Alright, Cursed Worker E. You can have all this. There we go. The rest are unnamed, and they will remain unnamed until I get them the proper gear set. So, we sit down here now. We go into the Cursed Forest here. We set up a Cursed Worker E here. And we will send Gloom Hunter A. This is going to get us a ton of Pristine Hide and Ghost Rooms, which will set us up for the future. So let's let the hunt begin. There we go. We will need to set up the Tricendium Laboratories and all that, but that will come tomorrow. Well, later. Let's down our potion, and let's wrap it up.
The perfect treat.
Next stream, what are we going to do? I think it's high time we start clearing out some of these enemies. We've got the armor. We just really only need the weapons, but we can get those later. We are at a state where even if we were to wield these weapons, our gear level is at 79. So there is no reason we shouldn't be able to take out the up to Makta the Curse Weaver, so we can, and anything below that. So we're probably going to target Morian the Stormwing Matriarch that we had issues with before. We'll target Stavros, we'll target Terraclaw and Lucille. And then we'll put a pin in it until we get a higher quality weapon, and then we'll take out Voltea. Specifically, I want to get my Assassin Swiftblades upgraded, but we'll worry about that in due time. But I digress. I hope you guys enjoyed today's stream all the same. I know I did. And I'll see you guys next stream. Take care, everybody, and have a good day.